Alright, so deciding to try and put some power windows on the old pickup. So first thing I did was run me a little jumper from the battery over into the cab so I can have some power right there to mess with the window to get it lined up. And wanted to go over a couple things, so took out the door hardware and removed, the whole thing, really, everything out of there, and had ordered the this kit right here. It comes from I got it on eBay. They go by Johnny Law Motors, because I think it's Johnny Lawnmower Motors or something to that extent. Anyway, it's like a universal kit. So it came with the two regulators and the two motors and the mount and everything. So what I ended up doing is I didn't want, initially this was mounted directly into here. So I had to I needed to be able to mount this motor off to the side, so it's gonna have to bend like so. So in the kit it tells you to cut this down to 7 inches, so that way you can put it at a 90 degree and it have enough flex in it to do what you need to do. And I tried that, and I would run out of cable because by extending this part doesn't give you the total length that I needed on mine. So I ended up cutting this down to like 5 inches to get more travel on that cable. And it's not really a cable. It looks like it is, but that little motor just rides on them like a screw type motor. That gear that's in there, that little worm gear, and it'll shuffle this regulator all the way up and down. So in doing so, you got to lop off probably, I think I lopped off 1.5 inches because I didn't want it to go too far down the bottom of the door. So I cut off 1.5 inches, but don't cut the little tube that's in there that the worm gear is riding on. Don't cut that. You're gonna cut everything else around it. And another thing I did, and haven't done it on this other side, but I put a self tapper right where this is traveling, about 1/2 inch up, so it would bottom out on that. Because if you leave it like this and just cut it off the way the instructions, when you go to retract this thing, that motor's gonna pull it and it's gonna pull this thing out of the track. And they don't tell you anything about that, but they do tell you that all you need is 4 more of these clamps and you're good to go. That's not the case. Another little tidbit is on the original one, the little tube that sticks out just like here that you cut, you're going to leave that little tube about 3/4 inch long. What I ended up having to do with it was go in there with a cutting wheel and score it a little bit so I can bring a little tab out, which gives you something for this to bite on. Especially the original ones right here, and you can see that little bulge that's right there. It's got a little tit that's been out so that pipe and this clamp could grab onto. So you have to do that same setup over here, and if you don't, it's just going to keep slipping off, and once you mounted it, it's a pain in the what. So I just wanted to try to go through this real quick and show everybody what I did to get it in this 63 pickup. So ended up kind of centering the window between the rail that it rides on here and the backside edge of this other rail that's right back in here. And it kind of gave me this mark. But looking at it and what I needed, the little bit of play that it's gonna have to slide back a little bit. So I moved it up and ended up having to cut this notch out so that this plastic can ride through, so it'll go all the way up and seal. As you can see, it's all the way up and sealed. So I had a few test runs. As you can see, I had a couple little holes here, 1, 2, 3, before I figured out where it needed to be. Just trying to mount it, and then ended up mounting the motor down there, so it's kicked at a little like a 90. And that's pretty easy. Once you get the 2 holes you need, you can drill them out and stick your arm through that little hole over here and tilt it up and line it up. Now, some people might not like that on the bottom of their door, but 2 screw heads, that's the only thing going to be showing. The other panel covers, you know, from here down. The only other screw that's going to be visible is this one, because I wanted the most travel out of it. So I didn't want to stop down here. I wanted to be able to get up in here. So this has a little rollover lip right here. So I shoved it up in there and self-tapped it there. And then this guy down here, I actually had like a little standoff, similar to this guy. Yeah, it's about a 1/2 inch for a 1/4 inch bolt. So this is actually kind of kicked back a little. Another thing I had to do to get it to line up perfectly is where you mount the window onto it. Let me show you that. All right, so you see the way this rail is mounted. The door kind of has a little curve to it. Doesn't look like it, but it has a little shape to it. And like I said, like an X and Y axis, this one down here is about a 1/2 inch kicked in. This is flat all the way up against the inside here. And this other guy, you can see there's no washers here, but I've got about 4 of them in here that make up about 3/8 of an inch to push it that way. And I used, initially I took out the old guide that was here from the original, and I was thinking I wasn't going to have to use it, but I needed that extra little 1.5 inches of travel right here, and it worked out great because it rides both rails over here and that rail over there. It rides it pretty good to keep it steady all the way up and down. So I left it in. In doing so, like I said, you can tell that this is about, from the edge of this original guide to here, I think I had like 6 1/4, and then the rest was a little bit, it was probably 2 inches on this side to hit that rail. So it looks odd at first, but it works great. I got the little temp connectors here. You know, you're going to be messing with it back and forth. I ended up putting a switch so I can, you know, reverse the polarity there and roll it down and roll it up, because it's a little bit of trial and error to get a universal one to work on this pickup. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. Is getting this bracket in here to line up, you know, this way and this way, you know, your X and Y, to make sure that it's riding up and down this channel. And I mean, you can see it's not I don't have this thing glued back in right here, but it's in pretty good and riding that rail, and it's not really gonna come out. It goes down with ease, it goes up with ease. Like I said, you have any questions or comments, just leave them below and try to get back to you. But that's pretty much it. I mean, now I got to go do the other side, and other than that, run my wires to my little dash over here. I want to set up the 2 switches over here so I can run power windows over there. Now I have seen them run them on the door handles with those high dollar micro switches on the door handles, but I think I'm gonna leave the old ones on there just for looks. Cut the ends off and mount it on, and just use my little toggles over there to run these windows. That's about it that I could think of. I mean, like I said, you're gonna learn to take this guy out, in and out, probably 20 times before you get it all lined up just right. But it's not that difficult. Like I said, I cut this out here just so to give this plastic tab some room to travel. I didn't want to cut the whole thing out and mess up the integrity of the door too much. I mean, that shouldn't hurt it. But anyway, I'm not saying this is the right way, but this is how I did it. And I come from the Make It Work tribe, so I like to make shit work. So there's the old girl where she sits. I think it'll look slick with some power windows, and then afterwards I just tin them up and get it ready to roll again.